Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shirley, also known as Backttalk, and I do anything Disney, kind of. We also do traveling. Where are we going?
Paris.
And?
London.
Wow! But yeah, you see the braids, you know we're traveling. We are running late, so we'll see you soon. Until next time. See you so soon.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. A bientôt. Okay, bye.
Wait, au revoir.
Our flight with Delta was overall a positive experience. We decided to fly through Delta, one, because it was cheaper flying out of LAX, and two, because they were having a point transfer bonus through our Chase account, so it just made sense to use our points for this flight. The only hard thing was that they had limited flights to Paris, so we had to do Paris first and then London, and we actually wanted vice versa, but that was okay. The flight service was really good. The seats were, you know, somewhat comfortable. And they did come around with headphones. I always forget to bring my headphones with a jack, so I love that they give these for free. Most flights or international flights do. I think next time I'm gonna look to see if I can get an adapter so I can bring my own headphones and be a little more comfortable. They did have dinner service, which was really nice. It comes with complimentary drinks, and you could do wine or beer as well. And then you had a choice of what the meal was. My meal was the Southwest chicken, and it was really good, and I actually finished the entire plate, which is really good for me. They also came around for breakfast, I want to say about an hour before we landed, with these breakfast calzones. I want to say another airline had something similar, and they also gave out yogurt, which is great because that's what I ate. And we arrived, so the flight was really good. I watched a couple movies. I just can't sleep on a flight. Can you? Are you a really good sleeper? I just cannot get comfortable, and the moment I get there, I'm so sleepy. But anyways, we arrived to Charles de Gaulle, and that part was very, very smooth. Just pretty much follow all the signs that say sortir. If you have a transfer flight, so let's say you aren't going there and you're going to London or Edinburgh, then just follow the transfer. But everything is in English and in French, so it makes it really easy. We did have to take this shuttle over to the customs, and then after customs is where you pick up your suitcase, so do not panic. You're still not there. I put an Apple tag on my suitcase. That's just a tip that I would recommend, especially if you have anxiety of separation. Customs was really easy. There wasn't that many flights landing at the same time, so there wasn't a big queue. They have different lanes based on where you're coming from. The American one was pretty short, not a lot of questions. They stamped my passport, and we were on our way to Gare, which is the train station. Again, everything is in English, so just follow the signs that say train station. Eventually you're gonna go down, but once you get your bags, you pretty much take a left and then follow all the way to B, where it says train station. You're gonna have to pay for a train ticket. The train tickets were a little bit tricky, and I don't know if there's a phone way. I've yet to figure that out for Paris, but you had to get in these lines to buy tickets, and these lines were super long. And the trick here is that there are two lines. Most people line up on the left side, but there is a right side line, so check to see which line is shorter, because one of them didn't even have a line. The other one, you had like a 10-minute line. And we were on our way. The scenery through Paris was really nice. Just something to consider. You do have multiple stops, multiple train station stops. So just something to be cognizant of, and just be on guard. You're traveling, so always just be on guard. I would say that about any country. And we finally arrived to our hotel. We are staying at Hotel, Northeast Hotel. I will link it below. It was overall pretty good. You will see here in a second. I did do a room tour, so I will pass it to me to go over the room. And we're staying at the Hotel du Nord or something like that. You'll see it in the captions, but yeah, we're on the first floor, but technically it's the second floor. It's one of those like zero floor, and then you go up one in the elevator. The elevator is tiny, maximum of 2 people, and then you go inside, and yeah. So we are in room 116, I think. Here you have to put something so that the light stays on. Yeah, 116 is our room. Oh, I don't know how they did this. There you go. And you come in right away. It's like a tiny little hallway. You have a mirror, which is nice. I actually like that you have a full-size mirror. Hello, I am sweating. We are here in the middle of June? Yeah, middle of June. So it is warm. A little picture of Paris, perhaps. We have a sliding door. Now I thought when we were coming in, I was like, wait, is this like, it's just like a see-through door? That would be really awkward, but no, it does close. Ta-da! I just thought it was like a super clean, clear door. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me that it looks like that. No idea. Anyways, you come into the bathroom and you're pretty much there. So you have the sink. You have this, which has a button. Oh, hello. Turn it off. Oh, and it does have a hair dryer, which is very nice. I don't think there's any outlets in here. You have the tub, which is interesting there with this. Oh, oh, okay, like that. So you bend it to go in, and then you bend it outwards so that the water doesn't come out. Interesting. The toilet. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And then you have 3 toilet papers, which are pretty small, I think. And then you have some cups, tiny little soaps, and shampoo, conditioner. If you are like my brother and you're just gonna raw dog it, you do have things here. No toothbrushes though, so bring your own toothbrush. And then we're coming in, you see pretty much the room. This is it. My brother's not included and my husband's not included, but they're here. So it was really hard to find a room for 3 people here and in London. Most of them sold out fairly fast, or they didn't have them. But this one online, it showed 3 beds, but this works too. It's already ruffled a little bit because my brother checks for bed bugs. Let me know if you do that too. The moment he walks in, that's the first thing he does. If we did find bed bugs, then we would have to find a hotel, and it would be a whole different type of vlog right now. But he did not find any. And then we have a mini fridge, it looks like tiny. And then you have a closet, safe. Oh, I can feel the AC right here if I stand right here. Ah, yes, mama. Give it to me. It's right there. My husband tried to mess with this, but we're pretty sure it's controlled by them. But here you can see it's 16 Celsius. And it's the coldest that it could get. Freud. I don't know. And then Brian's little bed. Brian's making a concoction of liquid IV. Yeah. He got some Oreos from the airport. And just like a little table, TV. I don't know if I'll actually do any of this, but at least it's a place for that. We're going to have to play around with the suitcases a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My brother has stayed in this area before in the hotel right across the street. And there's 2 supermarchés, pretty much 2-minute walk. And he said for one of them you can get like fresh bread and ham and make your own like sandwiches.
It's like a farmer's market almost, where you just go and get like a bread and then cheese and you just make your own picnic.
Nice. And then there's like another one where it's like, packaged goods. So I will try to include the footage if I remember in this vlog so you can see those stores that are nearby. And it was a 10-minute walk from the Gare du Nord, which is one of the main train stations. So yeah, so you can either take the stairs. If you get first floor, it's not bad. I don't know how many floors there are, or you can do an elevator. They also have a lot of like little loungy sections. A what? Ooh, get it, girls. And then they look like smoking areas, but they're not smoking areas. This is loungy area. It's very cute too. All right, so the hotel is right there, and the store is around this corner. There it is. Okay, the walk was maybe less than 10, and we're doing a different station. The hotel is near 2 stations. Gare de l'Est, so train station of the east, and Gare du Nord, train station of the north. And the hotel, I would say, is in the middle, maybe closer to this one. And we just passed the KFC, McDonald's, and a Burger King. So if you are here for a long time and you miss your favorites, there they are. I forgot to film my final review. My final review, I would say, so-so. If you are kind of staying like us for 2 nights, you want to stay under a certain budget and you want a good location, yes, absolutely. All of those hit. But if you're going to be here more than 2 days, 3 days, I would look for a different location, different hotel, or maybe an Airbnb for that same price. Just because it was just a hotel, right? It did its job. We were able to sleep there and shower, and that's about it. The bath shower situation was really complicated. You had to go up, be on the bath. The water went everywhere. If you have any sort of disability or injury, it would be really hard. I'm sure they would have a different type of bathroom maybe, but it would be very difficult. There was also very limited towels, and the towels were very, very tiny, but there was very limited towels, so we had to buy hand towels at a store just so we could dry our hands in the hotel bathroom. So again, you're definitely getting a value type of hotel, but for the location and for the 2 nights that we were staying there, it was worth it. But just something to consider. Overall, with Delta, we enjoyed flying with Delta. I would fly with Delta again if I had points. No comments there. And yeah, overall, we had a great travel day. Please subscribe so you can see the rest of our travel in Paris and London and all over the world. We're trying to travel as much as we can. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about the hotel, Delta, Paris, anything, let me know in the comments below. I hope you have a magical day, and until next time, adios.